In life you learn from everyone, and you know, I learned so much coming to Kibera. So I was brought up in Kenya and brought up only half a mile from here.
That's true.
And I lived in a big house with 2 acres of land, and it never occurred to me to come to Kibera. So I spent, so many years of my life living right next to Kibera, and yet I'd never been here. So when you said come to Kibera, it was fantastic. It's a real privilege for me to be here.
They use this now because it's cold, and the parents want to get some warm. Huh? This will be the first building made by mud and cement. No, not cement, just mud. And no bricks. Traditional, eh? The mud.
So I think, part of the problems we have in the world is that the class system doesn't allow for us to come and see the other side of the fence. And I think the starting journey is just for people to come and see the other side of the fence, I had dinner with my nephews last night.
Yes.
My cousin's children. I said, they live in Kenya. I said, have you ever been in Kibera? And they'd never been to Kibera. Never occurred to them. And I realized very quickly the problem is the society people don't see the other side of the fence. They don't see prison life or the life of people less privileged. So I think the first thing we have to do is just come and see for ourselves. So I'm really happy, like Simon is here today, just to see for ourselves the lives of other people and how lucky and privileged we are. And if we can just change the life of a few people here, like you, then we can really create more equality in this world.
Elaborate monitoring and evaluation system. To understand that, daily, we can understand how many people got access to health clinics, how many people got access to clean water, and how many people are accessing our facilities. Daily, we are able to have that kind of thing, and if there are any problem, we are able to adjust as a team strategically. That's basically that's my role.
So you bring the members that you work together and go there and say, no, this is what you're supposed to do. It's something that is not supposed to be heard, so it is kept silent. So as we go to the campaigns, you find people come and tell us, no, this kid was defined by the father, the stepfather, so they don't want to talk. But we come in and tell them the benefits of talking and the benefits of not talking, so they,
Who are the next generation of African leaders? You've seen the problem we are facing in Africa is that those who get into leadership don't understand the other side. So my dream is also to, these girls will be leaders, my dream is also to ensure how we open ways for the future African leaders.
You see, you judge, that is saying, the Kibera School for Girls. Listen, I am who I am. Welcome. I am charming and welcoming. I am gorgeous and fabulous. I am pretty and juicy. So, I am who I am.
These are the people who will one day be leaders in different departments. You know what I mean? And it's time for Africa rising. But is Africa ready for leadership? That's the question I'm asking myself. Are we ready for leadership? What kind of the leaders we're going to have in the next generation?
My name is Sophie Delvin. When I grow up, I want to be a doctor because when people are sick, I will help them and they will be well, like my parents and the teachers.
My name is Yasimani Anchen, and when I grow up, I want to be a banker so that I can help the people who has no money.
And Kennedy is a true example as well. He started just like you kids, and then he went to America and he met the President of America. And then the President of America, he picked up the phone to me and he said, I want you to meet my friend Kennedy. It gives me a lot of hope. When I see leaders like you, Kennedy, it gives me hope. We mustn't forget, African countries generally are young countries. This is the post-colonial era, so we mustn't be impatient as well. But I see the next generation now are much more socially responsible, coming from the different classes of society. So I think, it's your generation that is going to change Africa, and it's going to happen very fast.
So I see hope. So I say when I invest on young people and invest in the urban community, because in 2050, 20% of the population in Africa will live in urban. And we don't turn this urban poverty into an urban promise. Let's start seeing the slum not as a crime place, but a crime where there's a lot of ideas that we can turn these people. Like we met George, we met Mike. These people are really changing their life in the community, So I think here is where there's a lot of skills. So we want to transform this into the benefit of all in our countries. So thank you so much for coming.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kennedy.
Thank you.